or even discretionary. And we're going to be trading all of the index equities on the futures instruments, the NASDAQ, E-mini, Russell, and the Dow, along with crude oil and gold. And my signal B on the 30 range is trading really well, so I'm going to enable that on an Apex account. Here's a 30 range signal B. I'll put it on number 13. And so far this morning, this is my leaderboard. These are the strategies that have been running pre-market. A lot of volatility. We had the earnings report come out on NVIDIA yesterday. Caused a big pop. And Sergio was saying in the meeting this morning that there's could be some unrest in Taiwan with China. So we'll keep an eye on the market and check out the Forex Factory. Unemployment claims that came out at 8:30. Flash manufacturing PMI at 9:45. Flash services PMI. New home sales at 10. Natural gas storage 10:30. And at 3 o'clock, FOMC member Bostic is going to try to whisper in the market's ear. We got a huge monster trade on the E-mini. Caught that reversal right at 8:30 when that unemployment claims report came out. U.S. weekly jobless claims fall as labor market remains solid. So I think also what I see setting up now is well, let's see what happens, is a short roll on the signal A. Let me continue my thought. So it did take that trade. I don't have the 50 signal enabled. And I took a long entry on this trade. Could be in trouble on it, though. I'm going to change that strategy. And I'm going to load the signal A on it. I might be a little late. See if we can get this short roll. I think I was a little late to the party, though. Oh, no, it actually jumped in. So this was the short roll I was looking for. I thought I had my 50 signal enabled, but I didn't. So it took that counter trend trade. And this is our haymaker strategy. That's in a short position on the NASDAQ 30. The ES hit a full winner. I'm going to try to keep my stop right around my 15 moving average. Really good volume. We're at about 4,000 contracts a minute here. Over 4,000. This is the type of environment that we want to get into these trades. Come on down. There you go. Come on down. There you go. All right. That brought us back to plus 20. I'm going to blame it on a human error on the first trade, because I never intended to take a long position. Let's see if we could do it again. Need a pull back up to the 50. Get that RSI line up there. Here we go. Get a retracement back up. Get our RSI line up over that, into that green area. Didn't quite get there. Okay. The ES signal A hit a monster trade. Okay, now it looks like the RSI line crossed. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no. What happened? Uh-oh. Let's close. Uh-oh. All right. Not exactly sure what happened. It looks like there was just like a tremendous burst of volatility or something, and it handed me a loser. Not much I could have done about it. The news? I was just looking at the news report. 9:45. Yep. Yeah, I really personally don't like to trade those red flags on the news reports because what happens is just what could happen is just what we saw. After things settle down, we could get another short position here. I see our cross just came in for a signal A entry, and there we are. All right. Now we got a little work to do here. Let's go back to our signal B. So I'm going to right click and select a new strategy. And we're going to load that signal B, the NQ30 range signal B. And we're also going to try the one-day pass strategy today. Let me go to the apex. Try to get in this position here. Oh, not that one. Not that one. This one. If we push through this area of resistance, we should get into a short move on the 30 range. Tremendous amount of volume. The market's just flying right now. Our E-mini. Let's take a look at the pre-market. Let's see what happened. Let's get a bigger perspective just for a minute. Pre-market, we went straight up. The economic news came out at 8:30, but now we're headed straight down. Let's see if we can get this one to go for us. Let's give it a little room. Oops. Trying to give it some extra room here. Break through this area of resistance. Oh, oh, oh. Squeezing it. Need this break right here. Here we go. Come on down. I'm trailing the trade by 50 ticks on this move. With that kind of volume, sometimes it's better to even give it more room. NASDAQ can throw some wicks. Come on down. There we go. There we go. Nice move to the downside here. All right. Well, we recouped some of those losing trades there. Got us back to plus 55. Tempted to take that ES on a signal B. The way this market's flying to the downside. Now we could get the short roll again. Let's get ready with the signal A now. Let's go back to the NQ30 range, signal A. Let's just look for another short roll. Here we go. It didn't take the trade because I'm right into the pivot, right into that area of resistance. So one of my filters is we have to have a clear path, at least 60 or 70 ticks to clearance before a volume zone or pivot. So it didn't take that entry. I'm kind of glad it didn't now. Now we're going to want to switch back to the B. Come on. I'd like to get this break. Let's go. Get in there. Hey, good morning, Leonard. RTY. Let's take a look. Yeah, the signal B on the RTY. Crushing it, huh? Crude oil signal A, ES signal A. Here we go. Let's get this short roll here. We're going to try to get the 1 day, 1 pass going. Ooh. Good morning, Rao. Congratulations. Love to hear that, sir. Great job. Yeah, today's much different day than yesterday, I can tell you that. Things are moving today. I'm a little late to the party now, unfortunately. Let's see the 2 minute. Let's see where we're at. Buried. 2 minutes just locked. It's giving us the old stutter step here. Yeah, you're right, Leonard. Until this morning, now, when we get this, this big volatility, the NASDAQ just blows past them all. But you're right, this week, up to now, we haven't seen that. My top NASDAQ strategy is the signal B. I'm going to get a 2 minute NASDAQ. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm waiting between 10 and 10:30 to try the 1 day, 1 pass. I did an analysis of the data of the performance, and that seems to be our peak window is between 10:30, between 10 and 11. Let's take a look at the Russell. Here we go again. I don't know, this thing might just keep going lower today, I'll tell you, the way it looks now. I'm tempted to put on the ES on the signal B and ride it down. I'm going to do that actually. Let's load up the signal B on the E-mini. And I'm going to change my instrument to the ES. And we're going to put it on this 13. So I might get we're getting a bounce now. So let me come off the signal B just for a minute. I'd much rather get the signal A because it'll be much tighter to the 50. So I went back to the signal A on the NASDAQ. Now my 15 EMA went green. So there's a little more risk associated with the short entry now. Now my 50 is green. It's kind of fluctuating. This could be a reversal here. My haymaker strategy probably jumped in on SIM. Here's my open positions. I'm in the Dow long. I'm in crude oil long. I'm in the Russell long. And I'm in the NASDAQ long. My signal B took the NASDAQ long. And I had just switched it at the last second to the signal A. I'm going to hold off. We're in a big downtrend, but the market's dropped so far. We're in such an oversold environment that we're getting a retracement here, a correction. There goes our retirement plan. The retirement plan jumped into the reversal and got stopped out. It looks like it's going to make another short roll. So let's stick with the NASDAQ 30 range signal B. I do have that one enabled. And we also have the ES signal B. Yeah, this is tough with the market being so oversold. And the reason I'm switching between signal A and signal B is I know my triggers. My triggers, I have two triggers right now. Obviously, I'm looking to get into a short move on the NASDAQ. I was trying to get into a short move. And I know my signal A is going to trigger when my RSI line in my Laguerre oscillator, the one that just came up with the dots, when it crosses through that 80%, let me show you. When this RSI line in my Laguerre crosses through this green area at the 80% line, you see the cross come up. That's a signal A entry. So if I'm trying to get a short roll on the NASDAQ, that would have been a great entry right there. But once it's already passed through, now my only other way to get into a short position is on the signal B, which fires in when there's a huge disparity between uptick and downtick. And my Laguerre oscillator is locked to the downside. That's my second trigger. If I'm getting in on a signal A, though, I really don't want to take a counter trend trade in this market. I don't want to go long. And if the oscillator breaks up through the 20% line, it'll go long unless I have a filter in my strategy that we call a 50 filter. If the 50 is red, it'll never take a long trade. So I was switching back and forth, trying to get into the best entry I could on that short roll on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ on the 2-minute gives you a good indication of, that big sell-off that we just saw, how far oversold we are. The 30 range, you don't see it because it's a much shorter time frame. But it looks like it's kind of bottoming out here and getting ready to possibly make a retracement back to the 50. It just put me in. So now I'm hoping for, price to continue up. So obviously our 30 range is more aggressive. It's a more aggressive strategy than the 2-minute. However, I think the 2-minute also took the long position. It did. So they both jumped in long, trying to catch a reversal. I'm not really crazy about the long move right now in this big downtrend, but, what do I know? See, I prefer to get the short move, but we're just so overextended right now. So what I have enabled is the 30 range on the signal B. In order for that to trigger a trade, this Laguerre oscillator has to be either locked long or locked short. Let's see if we can get through this area here. Take a look at the Russell real quick. The Russell, like Leonard said, has been really a red-hot strategy this week. If I pull up a performance, we could take a look. Today is the 23rd, so Monday to Thursday. Really don't want to get into another long trade on the NASDAQ. I'm a little shy now on that one. I'm going to disable that. There it is. This is the performance this week on the Russell. The cash cow is a signal A. Trading one contract. Now our cash register just took the reversal to the long side. The cash register is the E-mini chart on the top left. The bots that use the AI integration, that would be the bot, is at 948, and then the drone is at 629. The drone is telling the bot, the two run in tandem. We call it a closed loop system. They share a database. They take trades in tandem. Well, now it's flying to the upside. And the drone is telling the bot what the range of the market is, what the ideal location of the stop and targets would be. Our signal B did well, also did well. Our bot on the Russell on the signal B did 561. So the two bots, signal A and B combined, are at 1,510 this week, trading just one E-mini. And now it finally, after I disabled it. So now things got a lot more interesting, because now on the 2-minute, the NASDAQ pulled all the way back up. So if we're going to try our 2-minute one-day pass, I think it's a good time. So we'll go to the new strategy, and I'm going to put in my 2-minute retirement plan, my 2-minute one-day pass strategy. It's the NQ 2-minute $50,000 one-day pass. And I'm going to load that up, and I'm going to put it on a fresh account. It's going to trade 10 contracts. The stop will go right to the account blows. But all we need is 62 ticks of profit. And we're going to put that on the NQ. And we're going to try to get this short roll on the NASDAQ. So I'm going to put it on my brand new account. And today happens to be the last day of that 90% sale. So now let me find the Apex. What did I do? I put it on black gold. Here it is. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is a short roll on the 2-minute. And for now, I'm just going to disable my okay, it is disabled. All right, so we'll try to get into the short roll on the NASDAQ here. Got a nice retracement back up to the 50. And we're looking for a short roll continuation down into the trend. The RTY? The RTY is up to 470 right now. We could do a one-day pass on the RTY. Would make the most sense right now, wouldn't it? Excuse me for just a minute here. Let's see. The Russell, the signal A, has been the hot one. So let's go to the strategies. We'll see which one can get in first. We'll put on it on the Russell, signal A. One-day pass. if I have it. No. Russell. Nope, I don't see it. Since the Russell's been so hot, let's put a Russell on. So in order to get into the Russell, it would require a short roll. And in order to get into the NASDAQ, on the top right, it would also take a short roll. One on the top right, we're going for the one-day pass. Rao passed 2 evaluations today. Great job, Rao. All right, we got into this short roll on the Apex account. On this NASDAQ 30 range. Bounce right off that 50. Go ahead, break to the downside. I think I got in this RTY trade as well. Yep. Come on down. Goes the RTY. There goes the one-day pass. Come on, roll down. Roll down. There we go. Come on. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. Well, we got into two trades over here. One on the one-day pass and one on the 30 range. I'm going to bring my stop down. Come on. Roll down. Went right back in. There we go. Come on down. Boy, look real good there for a second, didn't it? Wow. All right. Well, all of that. And we're back at $15. We had a good opportunity, though, I'll tell you. We were really close. So we went for the one-day pass. Didn't make it. But the account is only down $7.90. I kind of moved my stop down. It looked like my Russell trade was a beauty. It says close short P&L target. Wonder what my P&L target is. Let's see, on that Russell. Let's see what my P&L target is. Oh, you know what happened? It was in the per account. It was in the trade at the same time as the NASDAQ on the same account. And my P&L target was at 1,500. At one point, I was up over 1,500, and it closed that position. Looks like it's still in a trade, though. It's showing here that I'm still in the trade on Apex, but on my chart it shows it stopped out. Let me check my Rhythmic Pro. Hang on just a sec. Yeah, it actually blew out that account. What happened, I was up really nicely on the one-day pass trade, and it brought my trailing drawdown to where it couldn't come back. You know, it was no longer at 47,500. It can only come back about 790. I was up almost 2,000 at one point. It looked like we were going to get that one-day pass. So that 15, we didn't succeed on the one-day pass. We gave it a go, though. We gave it a good shot. And right now, for $16 to give it a shot, nothing wrong with trying. Thought we had it for a second there, Mark. Yeah, let me put the Apex code in. Sure. Give me just a second. And tomorrow we're actually we're going to do a live webinar with Lee Goldstein. Lee Goldstein of 10-Minute Trades. He's got a system that trades the news using brackets. I've learned my lesson with trading the news. Every time I do it, stuff like you saw happen today happens. Okay, let's go back to, let me get you that coupon code now. 90% off sale ends tonight at midnight. So I'm going to replace a few of these accounts. And maybe put a few in reserve. Okay, I've got our coupon code. Let me stick it in the chat here. There you go, Mark. We would appreciate if you use our code. That would be great. Thank you. Wow, that Russell trade was a beauty, I'll tell you. We got that beautiful short entry. In a nice short trade on the E-mini here. We're right below. We're well, I shouldn't say right below. We're well below the VWAP, and our 15 and 50 are both red. Our stop seems very tight. We must have went to break even on the trade. Yeah, we're at break even. And let's see here. RES, RTY, and Q. Russell's trying to break through that area of resistance. And I'm going to add the Russell signal B here. If it does break, I want to be ready for it. What I'm doing is, the reason I'm building new strategies is I want to keep all of my strategies running in a separate SIM account. So historically, I can go back in a week or a month from now and see what each strategy has done individually. So if I want to trade one on a live account, I see that the Russell's been doing really well. What I'll do is I'll load a duplicate of the Russell so I don't interfere with the data that I'm getting. So I'll put it on the cash cow. RTY signal B drone. I'll put it on the signal B drone. And I'll just put this one on my Apex account. So if the Russell breaks through this area of resistance, I have a good chance of getting into a short position there. That's a good question, Robert. I can tell you that none of our members have ever had any problem whatsoever. I did read their fine print regarding trading automated systems, and from what I've read, it's pretty clear that you can use a strategy to get you into the trade automatically. It's not a problem. But they want you there in front of the trade to have the ability to manage it. And this system does satisfy those requirements because the stop and the profit targets are right on your chart. You have the ability to manage, to close the position, to adjust the conditions of the entry within the strategy parameters. So this is actually, in their definition, is a semi-automated strategy because of those reasons. There goes our signal A again. I'm going to really look to get in on this RTY, only because it's been so hot. So to answer your question, there's never been a problem that from any of our members with that. It really satisfies all of their requirements as they write it. Yeah, I took the time to read, to read their language, and it's really clear what they're saying. They want the trader to have the ability. First, they want you in front of your screen. They don't want it to be a set it and forget it. You go off to work and just leave it be. They want you to have the ability to be in front of it and to manage the positions. They don't want it to be a black box system either. One of those high volume, high frequency traders that are shooting off hundreds of contracts every 5 minutes. Let's see if we got into that position. Nope. So the NASDAQ here is kind of just waffling around. The YM, let's see, the crude, let's take a look at crude. Gold. We haven't looked at gold today. I have a strategy running in an account named Toby. Let's take a look at the gold chart. The gold was headed down big time earlier. Sorry. Well, if you were trading gold today, after commissions, you'd be up $210. Account 15 is gone. The Haymaker's up 390. The Haymaker, let me tell you, the Haymaker holds its own. I've seen it in just about any market condition come out on top. This week, like Leonard was saying earlier, it hasn't been a standout, great, phenomenal week. But it's kind of held its own. My favorite bot? Well, I look at the ones that obviously the Nasdaq is one of my favorites. I really like to see, it doesn't matter to me. I'm really not dogmatic about which one I trade. I just want one that's going to make money, right? And but if I look at the charts and I want to be able to see, a good opportunity, and this system does a great job of that. I feel it puts me in a position to pull money out of the market every day. Which one of them does it is irrelevant to me. But obviously the Nasdaq is always fun to trade. But when crude oil is hot, I like to trade crude oil. When gold is making money, I like gold. It's really the one that I can make money with is the one that I like. We could get another short roll on this Russell here, Leonard. If this Russell bounces off the 15, it's pulled back now. A little further. We need it. We need it to go up just a little higher. Oh, look at that. Look at the 2-minute. Look at the 2-minute roll. Oh, is that a beauty? So right now the 2-minute roll is the one that I like the best. On the 2-minute retirement plan. I really like that setup. I wasn't ready for it, but I'm going to load that 2-minute signal A. And I'm going to throw it on my Apex 13. Because I like the roll that it's going to break short. So I like that setup. Got a little spike in volume here on the E-mini and there we go. Put us into looks like let's see which one it went in. Yeah, it went into the retirement plan. I'm trying to give this a little bit of room here. See if we can get a short roll here. So I like that one. I saw my Laguerre oscillator with a red 50 and a 15 that's below my 50. And my RSI line broke through. So in a downtrending market, a very tight entry to the 50 to the short side is an entry that I wanted to take. So I quickly enabled my signal A on my funded account. Now there is a way to automate it so it only takes those entries. There's conditions within the parameters that I can set to only take these trades. So I don't have to, if I'm going to go have lunch or I need to run an errand, I could set it and kind of forget it. And it'll only take entries that meet the criteria that I deem as, having the least amount of risk associated with the entry. And, with trading, obviously they all have risk. Yeah, Leonard. They'll come in out of nowhere sometimes. I'll tell you. You think that they were broken or something, not working, and all of a sudden, a couple of trades and they're on the top again. Getting ready for this long Memorial Day weekend. And tomorrow will be a great day. Tomorrow, Mark Miller, who's the owner of Right Line Trading, he's going to be trading, and it's always exciting to watch Mark. He uses his trade copier, and he must have a dozen or two different prop accounts. Come on down. Oh, my haymaker just went in too. That's what just happened. My haymaker just popped into this trade. I don't want to turn the winner into a loser. Push down. Come on. Man. Really don't usually like to trade two strategies on the same instrument and the same account. Luckily, it didn't go into opposing positions. This might be the one we were looking for. Oh, look at that. It's too fast for me. Come on down. Push down. get this break. All right. All right, so we got the apex up to 850. So I'm going to disable this. I'm really happy with that. Kind of made up for a bad day yesterday. So we got a really nice trade on both the retirement plan. I love the setup on the retirement plan. And looks like I'm still in a trade here. It might be on the Russell. Yep. So I did get the entry on the Russell. It got a break, took a break of that area of resistance. I did reach my profit target, but we'll let this one ride. Let's see how maybe we can get another winner here. The Russell has been red hot. And I don't have a lot of risk on the trade. You're funny, Ralph. Yes, Mark Miller. Tomorrow's Miller time. And he's really exciting to watch. So if you're going to be around tomorrow, I want to put also a link of the webinar. We're going to do a live presentation tomorrow that's going to go into a little more detail about how this system works, some results, recent results, some new features that are coming out. And as usual, you have a live question and answer session. That'll be tomorrow at 12:45. I started mentioning earlier, Lee Goldstein of 10-Minute Trades is going to go right before me at 12 noon. Oh, let me get that link for you. Well, we were just saying, Leonard, we were just talking about the Nasdaq strategies, the 30 range and the 2-minute, and you just saw what happened. I mean, in just a few minutes, it could just put you right back on, right back in the game and on top. It doesn't take much. We had some really great opportunities today. Much better day for trading than yesterday, I could tell you that. Market's just melting away here. Okay, sorry about that. I have to put these links on a notepad first. or they don't come out right. I think what we'll do is pin this to the 15. I'll give it a little bit of room here. So I pinned it to my 15 EMA. So my stop is a momentum-based stop. Okay, here we go. I just put the link in. It's tomorrow, Friday, right before the Memorial Day holiday. We're going to do a really nice sale for Memorial Day. And if you want to join us, I put the link in the chat box. It's at my presentation is at 12:45. Lee Goldstein of 10-Minute Trades, he's going to go at 12, right before me. And he's an expert at trading the news. He knows, he sets his clock, his watch, on his trading. Whenever the news reports come out, that's when he's in front of his screen. He knows which ones are the big movers. He knows which instruments to watch. He's really, over the years, has accumulated a lot of data on these reports. And he's a really honest, nice guy. I think I've known him for going on 10 years now. And he'll be preceding me at 12 noon Eastern. And I'm going to kick off at 12:45. You're funny, Rao. I wouldn't be surprised. You're right. He really puts himself into a position to make some home runs, some big moves. And you got to love him for that. Great guy to work for, too. Couldn't be happier. Oh, no. Giving us some heat here. We need this bounce off the 15 quick. Stop this out. All right, well, we only lost $30 on it. I'm going to disable those strategies. I hit my profit target on 13. And, man, I've been battling it out on that account. But you can see our 30 range signal B came to the top of the leaderboard. Haymaker's up there. E-mini. I tell you, I've been on this. Let me show you this account 13. You know, this is the one that I've kind of been going. I think it's been about 3 weeks now. This is started. Let me make sure no other accounts are. If we look at the trades, the first trade was on from May 7th. May 7th. So we're at the 23rd. About 2.5 weeks now. And just trading one contract at a time, we're getting really close to getting this over the edge, over the hump. Almost a 2-to-1 win to risk to reward. The funny thing about that account is I had it at $52,996. Some of it, I'm sure, in unrealized. I was $4 away. RTY cash cow. Wow, look at that cash cow, will you? RTY 15 range cash cow. You can see the entries that the cash cow took today. Took a beautiful short. Long for a loser, long for a loser. Where it did really well was on this move down here. Short entry. Got a full winner. So the system will take losers. But the nice part about it is our risk to reward is leaned heavily in our favor. So we could pull in 2 or 3 losers, get one winner, and we're right back at break even. You saw it today. I think I started today with 2 or 3 losers in a row. And we were able to bounce back with just a couple of nice winning trades. So really a really good diversity of different instruments did well today. We're getting that signal A entry off of the NASDAQ again on that haymaker. But I really appreciate everybody joining me today. And looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow is Miller time. And I hope that you'll come and join us. That'll be, God willing, we'll be starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Let's just take a look at the leaderboard here. These were my top strategies today. 30 range haymaker. I'm sorry. The 30 range signal B was up 1,000. The ES 5-minute AI drone was up 937. I was able to get 810 on my prop account. The majority of those winnings was on the NASDAQ. I had a few winners on the Russell. The cash cow was up 590. And the haymaker, 535. Signal B. The haymaker signal A up 390. Toby, the Toby strategy. Let's see. Is on a 1-minute NASDAQ. see if I could take a look at the entries on that. So quite a few strategies in the green today. And for me, it was the best trading day of the week. I think we had a good day on Monday. Tuesday. I think we had a couple of down days in a row. No, I think Tuesday was okay. Wednesday was a down day, and now today we wound up 800. Yeah, Tuesday we were up 800. Let's take a look at this 1 minute chart here on the Toby account. Curious to see where these entries came in. This is what I'm looking at here. Took a short entry right here. Very few trades. 750. 9. This is the market open. Very few trades. That was the one trade of the day. This is a new entry that we're testing on a number of different data series. Very conservative entry. This particular strategy I'm running today is on the new entry, but has a lot of filters in it. Everything has to be lined up just so for it has to be, there's a confluence. It's a confluence entry. And you can see it took one trade today and one winner for $230. This entry met every single one of the conditions that I had checked off. The 50 was red, the 15 was red. We had room down to the pivot. The 15 and 50, the 15 was below the 50. And took that entry and got a nice little winner for $230. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Again, thank you very much for joining me today. Mark Miller will be in the saddle tomorrow, and it is Miller time. We'll be able to see him trade using his trade copier and multiple Apex accounts. So have a blessed day, everybody. Our Signal B AI drone is back in. Let's take a look at this last trade. Signal B AI drone. Oh, it's out now. But it's up. It's finished the day on that Signal B plus 1335. I was all over it too. I really like the Signal B today. I was kind of switching back and forth between the A and the B, but we found a way to make it work. Have a great day, everybody. Have a blessed day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.